Well, the summer vacation is on and Tirumala is witnessing a heavy influx of devotees from across the country. Tens of thousands of devotees made their way to the hill shrine. With the unprecedented rush continuing, the facilities in terms of accommodation and other amenities were stretched beyond their limit. Pilgrims were forced to wait in serpentine lines in the scorching sun. Much to the inconvenience of the devotees, the wait for darshan also stretched to almost 20 hours. Engineering officials have been directed to ensure round-the-clock supply of drinking water and maintain surplus stocks of laddus to meet the demand. Huge number of people coming together there at Tirupati. Considering it is the summer vacation, families have come together here to seek Lord Balaji's darshan, and what it has led to is huge queues wherein devotees are made to wait for nearly 20 hours before they actually make their way into the temple. My colleague Durga Prasad now joins us over the phone line with more information. Durga, is in fact a TDP prepared for such huge queues? Do they have the facilities to go ahead and house such large number of devotees?
Akshita, in fact, to tell you the truth, the TTD officials were not really prepared for this heavy influx of devotees coming to the famous hill shrine at this time. In fact, largely because, for about 4 weeks, the TTD, the Tirumala was very calm and quiet with not many turning up for the darshan, all because of the election fever that was, gripping both Telangana and Seemandhra and also beyond the state, in fact, all across the country. And now that the elections are over, and also added to this is this fact that it's the summer vacation time, many more and more devotees are thronging the hill shrine with their families for a darshan of Lord Balaji. And this is something that the TTP was least prepared to. In fact, despite the fact that they should be anticipating these numbers of devotees coming to the hill shrine. In fact. So clearly, the GD officials were caught off guard, and there was a sudden rush. Added to these two factors, even the weekend factor was also added to the woes of the devotees, and also added more pressure on the TTD as well, TTD officials as well. So suddenly there was a heavy influx of devotees thronging the hill shrine since yesterday, and that has made matters worse. And but ultimately, at the end of it, it is the devotees who are facing having a tough time. In fact, they're going to hardships right from the stage where they have to look for proper accommodation, and they're spending long hours in the queues to get accommodation. And apart from that, even in the main queue lines for darshan, the devotees are having heavy, serious troubles as well. In fact, those ordinary devotees are standing in the pre-darshan queues. They're forced to spend about 20 hours or more, in fact, to get a darshan of Lord Balaji. And for those who are getting into the special darshan queues, where the devotees have to buy the ticket at the rate of 300 rupees, they are forced to spend about 8 hours. And for those devotees, trekking up the hills, taking the pedestrian path, even they are forced to spend about 6 to 7 hours in the queue lines. And this explains the scenario, and that clearly states that the TTD authorities have not taken up enough measures to ensure that the devotees would have an easy time. Largely, the TTD authorities they appear to have taken things a little easy because of the fact that the election fever is not completely over. Thinking that there could be more and more people coming to the Tirumala only after May 16th, the day on which the election results are going to be announced. So the authorities were caught a little off guard on this front as far as they are facing or providing enough amenities for the devotees who have been thronging the TTD hills since yesterday are concerned. So as of now, the authorities have not initiated any serious measures. Only thing is that they're only making claims that they're providing enough basic amenities, like they're providing drinking water, and they're also trying to provide as much accommodation wherever possible to the devotees. But the accounts of the devotees are completely different. They're saying that they're being forced to sleep on the floors, in fact, since yesterday. So clearly, they are not finding it easy to have darshan of Lord Balaji now. And the authorities on their part, they're saying that this trend is not likely to go over now. This trend is going to continue even tomorrow also, given the fact that tomorrow is a Sunday, and there could be more and more people thronging from nearby states of Tamil Nadu and Karnataka as well. So clearly, the devotees are having a tough time. The authorities have clearly blinked in providing proper amenities. at least they should be aware of this. At least by 2 days, 2 weeks before itself, but they have not taken enough measures as of now. So this is what is creating all sorts of trouble for the devotees in Tirumala, Akshita.
Right, Durga, thank you so much for joining us with all those details. But it clearly looks like the authorities were not expecting such huge crowds to gather during this time. Of course, every year we see a huge number of people, but we understand that this time there's been an unprecedented number, and it has led to several problems for the devotees as well. In fact, TTD is trying its best to provide all necessary arrangements and ensure that these people are taken care of, but it's getting increasingly difficult, as not just these devotees have to wait for nearly 20 hours to make their way into the temple, considering the serpentine queues, but also finding it very hard to find accommodation and the likes.